Morning all, how are we all doing? Just a quick introduction. I'm Craig and this is the Sergeant Family Allotment. We're new to all this kind of video logging and allotments here and kind of malarkey. So today we're down the plot down to do a little assessment. Any damage that we might have incurred from the recent winds and rains we've had up this end. So I'll take you a lot down, we'll have a little gander. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit untidy. It's been neglected over the last couple of months as we've been busy during the summer. Got quite a few bits to do. Got these beds that need putting to sleep properly for next year. Got the weeds that need removing out of the spud beds. Hi. Yeah, just a general tidy up, I think. By the look of it, it doesn't look like there's much damage from the wind. A couple of little bits that are blown over. A couple of things that need straightening, but yeah, nothing a bit of graft unsought. So yeah, we'll crack on with that and we'll take you a lot along with us. Right then, we've had a good look around and after an initial assessment, there's a couple of jobs I need to tackle straight away. Clear the spud beds. Chock a block full of weeds. Believe it or not, there is actually potatoes in there somewhere. So we're going to clear that, and then after we've cleared that, we're going to tackle this delightful thing down here. Some lovely pumpkins this year. I built last year. It was supposed to be a potting area with a nice roof over it, but as you can tell, it never got completed. So today we're going to knock that down and see what we can make of the area. What would you like? Would you like a tromboncino? This one? There you go. Go on then. You know, he'll sit there all day chomping on that. First things first, potatoes. Copper, you going to help? You going to help with the potatoes? Yeah? Let's go then, come on. So yeah, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Stripped out all the weeds, dug out all the roots, everything I could find. You see, on this plot here we struggle really badly. We suffer a lot with mare's tail. The orchard plots we've got next door, and trying to fight it it's a running battle every single year. So yeah, I've just dug out everything I possibly could. And then dug out the potatoes we had. We've not done too well with potatoes this year. I didn't rotate the crops. Now we've had this plot for a couple of years. So like I said, we're fairly new. And for 2 years running, I put potatoes in these beds I'm currently sat on. And then put them in again this year. Everything else I rotated, but I didn't rotate the potatoes. I thought, oh, they'd be okay. But nah, we ended up with blight. So we salvaged what we could out potatoes, cut off the affected plants, disinfected where we could, and we had a few trays worth of spuds, but nothing major. But yeah, they're all done. Our lesson learned. So next year we're gonna plant the potatoes elsewhere, and these beds are going to become the brassica beds for next year, so they can try and remove some of the disease. So yeah, time for a brew, and then after brew we'll nip to work on the back of the plot, get some demolishing done. quick question, if anybody knows. As I mentioned before, we've only had this plot for a couple of years. I'll insert a little image now of what it used to look like when we took the plot on. It was just a bare patch of land. Ever since we took the plot on, we've had an issue of mare's tail, a real big problem with the stuff, to be fair. It comes from the orchard, which is next to us. Now, I maintain the orchard, me and the wife. I do the lawns and the weed, and she keeps on top of pruning the trees. So I can't do anything that side because it's fruit trees. What I can do is mow the stuff. But on my plot, it doesn't just come up in the paths; it comes up in the beds. Now, so obviously because it comes up in the beds, I can't use anything that's harsh. On the paths, it's fine because I can just strim it or put a bit of weed killer down, and it seems to put it at bay for a little bit. But I can't find anything that works in the beds, anything long term anyway. Does anybody have any hints, tips, advice they can offer to try and quell the mare's tail? Like I said before, it comes up amongst all the crops. I try and dig up potatoes like I was doing before, and it's wrapped around the potatoes. It's everywhere. Any advice would be great. Just stick it in comments for us. And then almost as if by magic, it's gone. Still looks a mess, but hey, at least that monstrosity's gone.